some from distant places, some from other times, and other planets. Why, thank you. He moved. You know who you are. Oh. My name is Cactus Bob Walter. Not Leo. Okay. Friend and next door neighbors Shannon and Diana. And at this time, I would like to ask you all to silence your cell phone.
It's fine.
It's the captain. I told him not to.
You dropped your keys. And I still want to marry her.
Can we all get back to the serious matter at hand?
In a moment. All right. It's asking me if it's okay. I really want this to be serious. Why? Ready?
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together. Marriage. That blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream, and love, true love. It was what brought these two princess brides together. I like saying that so much, I want to say it again. But seriously. Each of us has helped Shannon and Diana to strengthen their character and have brought happiness into their lives over their 19 years together. It is through our continued support that Diana and Shannon stand before us today. And because you are so dear to their hearts, they promise to try to make this ceremony short and sweet so we can all get to the food a little faster. It was 20 years ago today, well, almost, and there have been as many moves between houses as the color of Diana's hair. They met online, of course. Diana in Illinois, Shannon in Oregon. Long before computer dating had been invented, they found each other on the brand new internet. They finally met face to face at the Poodle Dog Cafe in Fife, Washington.
Okay. After that, I flew to Illinois many times. But I decided I didn't want to be just a day tripper. One way ticket there. We wanted to be together 8 days a week. And after one tearful goodbye, I swore, I got to get you into my life. And I still want to marry her. A year later, I joined Jason, Zach, and Diana in the lovely land of corn and soybeans. It's been a magical mystery tour ever since.
As with all relationships, we had obstacles to overcome. And no, I'm not going to sing. It was a true sign of my serious intent that I not only started learning about softball, but I actually started a softball team. It was called Girls Can't Throw. Because I had a terrible attitude about sports, and I wanted to understand Shannon and the things she loved. Although I never converted to being a real sports fan, it did work.
You may not believe this after hearing me sing, but I used to be extremely shy and found myself falling for a woman who loved to be in the spotlight. When some of that spotlight started falling on me, like when Diana dressed up as Lara Croft for the opening of the movie, and I was walking next to her, deer in headlights. I was forced to come out of my shell. I even became her photographer for her Lara Croft look-alike photo contest. We went everywhere in full costume.
When they weren't parading around in costume, they were gaming or reading to each other. Did you know that Diana and Shannon spent 5 years online as a dwarf hunter and a gnome rogue in the game called World of Warcraft?
Yes, I knew it.
When they told me what they did there, I was appalled.
That's a cactus ball.
Diana and Shannon have always loved reading aloud together. When they moved to San Diego, it made the commute less stressful and immersed them in a world of science fiction, time travel, and alternate universes. You will find many references to their favorite books, movies, and authors in the centerpieces on the table. In 19 years, they've overcome obstacles, developed the perseverance that is required to make love last, and shared many activities. But something has been missing. They have never formally or officially made a statement to each other proclaiming their intentions and going after work to Kinko's to register as domestic partners doesn't count. Diana and Shannon, no ceremony can create a marriage. Only you can do that through love and patience, through dedication and perseverance, through talking and listening, through tenderness and laughter, through learning to forgive, and by learning to let go of the things that don't matter. Even though a ceremony can't create the bond that holds two people together, it has an important role to play. It is to make you stop, take notice, and think about what is really important in your life. To that end, Diana, Shannon, I understand you have written vows that you wish to say to each other at this time.
We have.
Shannon, would you like to begin?
I would. Diana, I promise to always laugh with you and to try as hard as I can to never, ever, 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 ever go to bed angry.
Shannon,
Never, never.
Shannon, I promise to share your dreams and help you achieve your goals and try as hard as is humanly possible not to interrupt you when you're talking.
I promise to accompany and comfort you through difficult quest chains and impossible dungeons.
I promise to always catch and remove the spiders and lizards that send you screaming.
I promise to love you no matter what tomorrow brings, under any circumstances, happy or sad, easy or difficult, sunshine or rain, through the extreme hot and humidity, and the rest of my days.
I promise to always listen to what you have to say, and even when we don't see eye to eye, to remember love is saying, I feel differently, instead of, you're wrong.
I promise, if the catalyzer on the port compression coil fails, and there isn't enough air left on our spaceship, that even if you send me away, I will come back for you.
I promise that if the zombie apocalypse happens and you get bitten, that I won't shoot you with my AK-47. I'll just let you bite me because I'd rather be with you as one of the walking dead than from the
I promise to continue as your photographer, muse, and loving life partner.
I promise to continue as your technical support, editor, and loving life partner.
Diana, before DOMA passed, I rejected the idea of marriage. But then, when it did pass, I had an epiphany. I wanted to show you how committed I was to you. I know you sometimes fear that at any moment I might tire of music. For all of those times you doubted, I wish I had a time machine to go back and fix it so you never had those doubts. But since I don't, I want you to know, no way, I'm not going anywhere. I promise to make every moment count with you from this time forward.
In all the great universe, so many billions of light years across, we are but insignificant specks. It can be overwhelming sometimes and seem meaningless, but I promise to work hard with you, to find joy where there is nothing but dark matter, and to create meaning together when things seem pointless, and to have fun exploring the multiverses through every means within my power. If I may paraphrase H.G. Wells in Doctor Who, we are always getting away from the present moment. Our mental existence, immaterial and without dimensions, passes along the time dimension from the cradle to the grave without pause. There's so much to see, and it goes so fast. But I have a new destination. The journey is the same as yours. It's taken me so many years, so many lifetimes, but at last, I know where I'm going, where I've always been going, home, the long way round with you.
Thank you for sharing your vows with us. But words are ephemeral, lost in time like tears in rain. To help you remember them, you have chosen to exchange rings. But you already have rings that represent your past. Would you please remove these rings of times past and place them on your right hand?
If I can get it off.
Do you have the rings that represent the present and your future together?
We do.
Shannon and Diana made these rings from a single piece of gold. It was quite a process. Sawing, forging, hammering, acid baths. It's ironic how many ways you can lose a finger when trying to make a ring. But they made it through with all 10 digits. With these rings, forged from molten metal and shaped by your own hands, you promise to consciously and purposefully shape your life together to be a work of art joined by your love of beauty and appreciation of each other.
We do.
Mike, stop.
Do you, Shannon Whitmore and Diana Deal, realize that this ceremony is the biggest real deal, unplugged, sincerely meaningful, and everlasting thing you'll ever do?
We do.
Just please exchange rings, but we just did that.
Yeah.
We ain't going back. Well, everyone, please join me in welcoming Diana and Shannon love, long, and prosper. Repeat after me. So say we all.
So say